Hey guys,
it's
Tick.
and Tech.
Welcome back to Subnautica, Below Zero.
Yeah, where we touch people.
Where we cry a lot.
Yeah, because Braden doesn't like riding his electric board.
Yeah, well, I'm sad. Mostly, honestly, just that. I'm just sad.
He's sad about his board.
I'm not sad about my board, actually. My board works fine.
He's sad about the fact that his board is now his only mode of transportation.
At least for a little while, yeah.
For the foreseeable future.
Yep.
Which is like, it works.
Yeah, but it's not great.
No.
And it's not preferable.
No,
and if it's one of
not.
those things where I have to pay for shit, I'm probably just going to buy the wheel I need as well. And do it all at once.
The wheel? What do you mean?
So if I have to replace, like, the battery packs, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to buy the wheel as well.
Like a tire?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because...
that way you can just do it all once.
Yeah, and I don't have to take it apart twice.
Except for the fact that, like, it's uber expensive.
Yeah, it's like $120.
Yeah, for the wheel. But if like if you have to buy a whole new battery as well.
I know, it'll come out to like $200 probably.
200?
$250? Something like that.
Dude, your battery is going to be fucking expensive. Did you not listen to me when I was talking about it?
No.
I was telling you that one of the two batteries in my wheel costs like almost $1,000 each.
Wait, seriously?
Yes.
Holy
That's why I was saying, like, it's not just going to be like, a hippity-hoppity hoo-ha moment. It's literally like, because like my battery would cost almost as much as buying a whole new one of my V12s for just to replace both batteries.
That's fucking stupid.
Yeah, so it's like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's like, because I think right now the V12 is like $2,500 to buy, and each battery pack to buy would be like $950. So.
Oh, nickel! 18, I need that shit.
So like $1,800 or $1,900 out of that is just the batteries.
Don't take my shit, dude.
So,
that sucks.
That's why I was like,
I don't listen to anything you say.
That's why I was like, I don't know if you really want to buy.
If it's like that, I'm just gonna buy a new wheel.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go fucking buy the V13.
Yeah, except for the fact that $1,000 is cheaper than $4,000.
Yeah, but if it all comes out to fucking nearly $4,000 anyways.
Human collectible. Bastion of remembrance.
Oh, do you want to go through those other cards I have?
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out what I wanted to take out of my thing to put in that other Viscera Seer. I guess I could take out a never/returned. Because there's 3 of those in here, and there's 2 murders. So if I take out one of those, I'll have 2 of each. Do you know
looking for nickel.
Do you know what the nether return does?
Fucking no.
Okay, it's like a 3-drop, 2 black, 1 colorless. Destroy target creature or planeswalker.
Oh,
and then it's got an ability from out of the grave or whatever.
Yeah.
You pay 4 mana and you get to, I think it's 4, and you get to exile a card out of someone's graveyard or something, and you get a 2/2 zombie token.
That's pretty good.
It's in there because I was like, I want something that can also destroy planeswalkers, and I know Hero's Downfall
does it. And it's the same as Murder.
Yeah, so they're technically the same. It's just the only difference with never/returned is that
the zombie token thing.
The zombie token, but also it's a sorcery, not instant.
Oh, right.
Which makes it a little bit less versatile, because if somebody plays a creature during their turn, you can't just destroy it immediately.
Right.
You have to wait till your next turn to do it. But the idea is that you've got your sacrifice situation set up already, so you can just fuck them anyways. So
yeah,
that's what I'll do. I'll take out a never/return. Use that. And add in a...
Crystal and Sulfur, which I'm pretty sure I've got.
Viscera Seer.
And Benzene, which I know I have. Oh, the thermal reactor thing I should look at. Polyaniline, which I can make. Kyanite, which I don't even know where to get currently.
Yeah.
And an advanced wiring kit, I think. Or just a wiring kit. One or the other.
Right, you also said that... Do you have the thingamajiggers to put in your board's wheels?
Yeah, I do. the extra screws.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got them. So no worries there, I guess.
Yeah. On that front.
I have to put them in still, but it won't take that long.
Yeah. So I will tell you,
Yeah.
I think that the one commander deck that I just read off, the token one,
Yeah.
that's my favorite one that I've read out of any of your guys' so far.
Yeah.
Just because I love tokens.
Tokens are so cool, though.
Yeah.
That's the main thing, is tokens are fucking awesome. If
Yeah.
you don't like tokens, you're a baby.
Yeah, so I love tokens so much. And I'm like, that deck just does the token thing so well, seemingly. We haven't played it.
Yeah,
but-
no, we need to play. You want to try the Commodore Guff deck? Because I want to play the token deck, and they're mine, and I get to decide that.
How about I touch you in your ass? How about that?
And then we can switch and stuff later.
Want to get touched? You want to get shit on?
I hate you.
But anyways, I really like it. I really like token decks. They're awesome.
Yeah, token decks are so cool.
But it just seems like it has a lot of stuff in there that just makes you sad. That makes other people sad.
Yeah.
Because you're just like, look, I have all these tokens, and now they're bigger.
Yeah.
And I get life for each one of them. And also, kill yourself.
Yeah, and they all have vigilance.
They all have vigilance, they all
Shit
have
like that.
haste, and I just shit out 20 more of them. Get raped.
Yeah, no, I fucking love shit like that, though. It's so much fun.
It is, it's so great. Okay, so I think I counted, and I have 6 decks that are like in the cheap deck boxes.
Yeah.
So they're the ones that would actually fit into if I got one of those fucking bitch boys that holds like 6 decks or some shit.
Yeah. An ungodly amount of decks is what they
Yeah,
hold.
a big old like tall box.
Yeah, it's literally called The Dungeon.
Yeah, so you know that one.
It's like 10 plus, 100 plus card decks is what it holds.
I don't know.
No, I'm telling you.
It does.
I'm pretty sure that's what it holds. It's like
Okay.
10 plus, 100 plus card decks.
If they have any there, I'll consider it.
Oh, they definitely do.
Still?
No, yeah. I was there last night. They had some.
Okay. I'll consider it. It's not like a necessary thing.
Right.
'Cause I could also just buy one of their cardboard boxes and it would do the same thing.
Yeah, they're just nice is all.
Yeah, they're nicer than just a cardboard box. Necessary? No.
Water filtration suit? Oh, hell yeah.
Ooh, wow.
I'm gonna build that shit. Because it'll make its own water for me. You know?
Just makes the water.
Yeah, because it filters the water you're swimming through so you can drink it. I think. Or it's a water reclamation suit, which is the same thing, except with pee.
Gross.
Yeah, but it's cool.
No. It's fucking nasty.
Look, man, it's totally safe to drink.
No.
And if you're stranded on an alien planet,
No.
a water reclamation suit would
No.
be super awesome to have.
No! No! Oh, dude, it was so funny. Yesterday... Was I here yesterday?
I
It was
think you
Friday.
were.
Yeah, it was Friday.
Yeah, yesterday was Friday.
Yeah, I was here yesterday.
Yeah.
It's so weird. But anyways, I was here yesterday. I came over, and Connor was talking to me for a second. He was all like, I'm working on cleaning up the room,
Yeah.
which went very well, I can tell.
Yeah,
I know he
'cause
cleaned up the
he
trash
cleaned up
bags.
just his stuff, sort of.
He picked up the trash bags.
Yeah, but that's it.
Yeah, but anyways, besides that, he was mentioning to me that the AC wasn't working. He's like, it's just not working. And I come in here and it's super freaking hot and the AC's blowing. And I go over there
And
I'm
it's
like,
on fan.
Yeah, it's in fan, and I'm like, Connor, it's in fan mode. He's like, God damn it, it was baby.
It definitely wasn't. It was probably all the fucking humidity.
Yeah, but it was. Yeah, but so anyways, it just was in fan mode, and that was it. That was the reason for the despair.
Yeah.
Turn it on, and
Because Connor doesn't know how to look with his eyes.
yeah, lo and behold, it just worked. Hey, I have an Elvish Piper. Since when?
Elvish Piper is a cool card.
I just don't know where I got it. But
That's the one that What does Elvish Piper do again?
You pay 1 green, tap it, and then put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield.
Oh, hell yeah.
For 1 mana.
Not the one that gives you 1 green for each elf you control, which is also super cool.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. Oh,
now
Endless
imagine
Rings
if you
of the
could
Dead.
tap 4 of them for 4.
4 for 4.
Yeah, so you have like 4 of those tap the things for that thing, and you get 4 land because you control 4 elves.
Yeah.
And then you can tap each one of those for 4. I need to put those in my fucking Hydras instead of my other mana ramp dudes. Except for my Elysian Caryatids, I'm gonna keep them.
Oh yeah.
But my elves can just be swapped out with those boys. And I have 4 mana ramp elves in that deck. So
4 ramping mana elves.
yeah, and they'll just get better with the more of them that I have. Whereas instead of like I have 2 that create 1, I have fucking 2 that each create 2, you know, which is just better. And they're worth about the same, right?
What?
Like mana wise, even if they're 2 drops, that's really fucking good still.
Wait, which one are we talking about?
The
Like which
ones
2?
where it's like you tap it and you get that many greens for each elf you have.
I don't know how much that is to drop. I don't have any of
That's fair.
those.
I think that it's 4 or 3. It's either a 2 or 3 drop, which even at a 3 drop, it's still fine. It works great. You know.
Oh yeah, it works. So I know I've mentioned it before, but there's a card that I really want like to have just a deck built around. It's such a stupid fucking card.
What is it?
It's literally like it's like such a cheap drop too, but it's a card that you play. I think it's a one-off, and what happens is you play you have to stop what you're doing and play a sub game of Magic
where like
inside of Magic.
Yeah, and you I've seen the card. It's from Unhinged.
Yeah, and so literally it's just you take you put your hand aside and all your creatures and stuff
And
aside.
you draw a new hand of like 3 or 4 cards or something.
a full hand of 7. You play a full.
Then you're thinking of a different card because the one I saw, it's like you play a different game where you have like 5 HP and less hand.
No.
Or whatever.
That's the thing. Is that's why it's so fucking stupid. Is you play a whole fucking game of Magic, a sub game of Magic, and the only like thing that you get afterwards is it deals like you lose like half of your health, or like the person who lost the sub game loses half of their remaining health total. So if they have like 2 HP, they will lose 1 whole HP and they played a whole ass sub game. But you can keep doing it too. So you play one, and then you get your next one in the sub the sub game to make a sub game.
Yeah.
And you just do that until
I want to make a deck of unhinged cards.
Yeah.
Because they're so fucking stupid.
It is. It's just crazy.
It's great.
They do such weird shit.
Aerogel, synthetic fiber. I don't think I have any more synthetic fibers, but I have aerogel.
Grind clogs. They're so funny. Swiffer boots. Shield of Avatar.
Oh right, I should. Hi, baby.
Ooh, here's a legendary plane. Here's a commander card. Mahale the Anima. Pay 6. Tap it. You go top 5 cards of your library. You may put a creature with power 5 or greater from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest at the bottom of the any order. That's the other way I've ever seen.
Usually, that's the way it goes, though.
It's like from an old pre-built commander deck.
Right. There are some people who only play Precon Commander, which I get, because I don't want to build a fucking Commander deck. But the one Commander deck I did build fucks.
Yeah, the fucking slivers.
The slivers.
Yeah.
Dude, I played it against Gabe, and he's like, holy fuck, that's amazing.
Yeah, it just ends.
He was also real sad.
Yeah, it's so fast.
Yeah, it's so fast.
And once it pops, you're done.
Yeah.
game over. Ooh, Gift of Immortality. Chain creature. When a chain creature dies, return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. Return Gift of Immortality to the battlefield attached to that creature at the beginning of the next end step. Gift of Immortality.
Oh, I need lithium, which I might also still have, honestly. Lithium!
Hello?
I picked up a shitload of lithium. Is it in here?
And it's starting to get darker sooner in the night.
Yeah. It's also almost winter time, though.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Oh, right. I raced back home so I didn't pass away. And it was faster to do that than walk all the way back with my prawn. And I was picking up fish and I ate one raw.
Sometimes
you do what you gotta do, man.
True.
Survival of the fittest.
Survival of the one who's prepared to eat a raw fish.
Basically. Oh, yeah.
Wait, so they're moving. The card shop's moving down, right?
Yeah, near the pet shop. It's on the same side of the street, too.
Okay, near the pet shop.
So it's probably where Off With Your Head was.
Okay.
If you remember that.
I do, yeah. And they're, why are they moving?
I don't remember.
And why wouldn't they just take all the merchandise that they have in their store now over there? Instead of selling it for...
Because it's probably just annoying to move it all, is all. And it's like, oh, just a 10% discount. We're not losing any money on it. And we just keep all the inventory we have still.
And it's 10% off of everything, even like if you were to buy cards.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's like, it's a win-win situation, kind of.
Okay. Are they gonna... Oh, so they're moving. Are they getting rid of the computer part of their stuff?
Maybe.
I
I feel like they make a lot of fucking money off of that, though.
Yeah, I feel like
they're
that's a
having
good one.
less space, though.
What do you mean?
So they're moving to a place with literally just less space in it.
You're right, they are.
Exactly.
Well, that's the thing, is they have like a dual building right now.
Right.
Yeah. I know that they've gotten rid of a lot of their computers.
Yeah, but they have like VR stuff now, too.
Yeah. They replaced it with a lot of VR stuff. But it's just weird, because I'm like...
Yeah, I know.
I
It is weird, but like, it's...
Whatever.
Yeah. It's
Hopefully they stick around.
Yeah.
And
I feel like they get a lot of fucking business, and they're not like off with their heads where a bunch of like scummy shit was going on or whatever.
Yeah, but I think one of the main things is that they do more than just Magic stuff. And they do more than just like card stuff.
Right.
Because having the computer stuff and the VR stuff, and then having that because you just pay to use that stuff for whatever, and that is just a consistent like pay to be in the building situation. Versus Magic stuff, not most people that go there aren't buying anything. They're just going there to hang out and play Magic.
But a lot of people do buy stuff as well.
Yeah, it's true.
Like
Them
all of
being
their
there will sell
freaking
stuff.
commander decks for the Lord of the Rings
Yeah.
flew off the shelf.
Oh, nice.
And I got literally like the last one.
That's funny.
So
That's
like,
crazy.
the people who play do buy stuff there too.
Yeah. It's just weird.
Yeah.
Because I always think about it. I guess I'm just still under the whole Off With Your Head was the last actual card shop we ever had.
No, the Enclave was.
No. The reason I mentioned that it's not is because it wasn't. So the Off With Your Head was organized. They had tons of cards. They did all the sets. They did all the tournaments. They did all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
The Enclave never successfully did tournaments.
Okay.
And they were extremely poorly managed.
Oh yeah.
Like, to the point where, they would never have any cards that you wanted. They never had... They, rarely...
It is a water reclamation suit.
Oh, nice.
It's not a water filtration suit, which is different.
It is different. But so one thing is, they didn't have... They just didn't have any consistency.
Right.
But the reason I don't count them as, an actual card show is because they lacked that, stability combined with, a lot of other stuff that card shops do, which is tournaments, and then all the different kinds, regular tournaments, but then they also have standard and commander,
modern,
and they had
Popper.
Yeah, they had Popper tournaments as well, and so
But Off With Your Head only did standard or modern.
they only did modern.
Only one or the other. Yeah.
Okay, one or the other, but they
Yeah.
switched off, didn't they? No?
It was one or the other, and that was all they did.
Well, that's more than the Enclave ever did.
Yeah,
But they also
I was
had-
thinking the Enclave was one of the last ones because for a while they did have all the cards and stuff.
Well, yeah, technically, yes, they were the last card shop, but I don't consider them a real one because of the fact that how terrible they were.
Yeah.
But then there was one that popped up while the Enclave was around. I don't. You're almost dead.
I know. I've been almost dead for a long fucking time though.
But you remember, you honestly might not, but there was a card shop that popped up across the street from the Enclave.
I feel like we went there once.
Well, that's the thing, is it lasted like a month, and then it was gone. And the reason is because, so one of the guys that worked at the Enclave, right, and this was back when the Enclave was in Blades and Bullets.
Yeah.
When the one, so anyways, one of the guys, he was like some younger guy or whatever, he worked at the Enclave, sort of. And then he moved, he was like, I'm going to create my own card shop, one that's better than this. Because this is poorly managed, there's no tournaments, it's just not a good card shop. So he went to go create his own. So he obviously made one across the street, he got it all set up and whatever. But he had major anger issues. And so one of the biggest things that like killed his business was the fact that like he was super, so first of all, he was very mean to his employees all the time whenever they made mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
But then also he would do that a lot while customers were in the store. And so it would drive customers away.
Yeah. Of
And
course.
so nobody wanted to hang out there because of that. Because, you know, like...
But it was a better card shop.
It was better. It was better managed in the sense of, like, structure.
Yeah.
But because of the guy who managed it,
Because
it
of the
was
guy
terrible.
himself, that's different. Though.
Yeah, but because of him, you know, and yelling at everybody, nobody wanted to be there, and obviously that's not a great card shop. But, oh man. Because I don't know if you remember, but there was another guy that worked with him in it was that one Jewish guy. Do you remember him?
No.
Okay. Well, anyways, he was one of his things was that he was Jewish. That's it. That was one of his things. And
That was his personality type.
part
Was
of it.
Jewish.
Well, yeah, it was well known that he was Jewish. So,
Okay.
I guess that's the only thing I remember that made him an individual was that he was Jewish. But anyways, he worked there, and then Bryson. I don't know if you remember Bryson.
I met
He
him
was
like
like
once at your place, and that was
Yeah,
it.
yeah, he was the big fat guy.
Yeah.
And anyways. He worked there too.
Oh, lithium.
For a little bit. But then the Enclave moved over to buy the library, and that was
And
it.
they were never open again.
Yeah, because they moved over there, and then it was rare that they were ever open, and they never had it set up to actually, like, have
Do
people
anything?
in there, because
Yeah.
it was just full of shit, and there was, like, 2 tables
Yeah.
at the front, because there was no room. But there
Yeah,
were 2
that's
tables.
actually where the Celtic Chrysalis used to be.
Yeah?
Yeah. Which was also a card shop, sort of.
Sort of,
But it was more about, like, the woo-woo bullshit of, like, quartz or whatever.
yeah. That's pretty funny, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyways, that's when it was over. Once they moved over there, because one of the problems is that the owner and Bryson were the only people who ran it.
And the owner was terrible at it.
Yeah, the owner was terrible at it, and Bryson was terrible at it as well. And they both lived in the store, so they occupied a whole chunk of the back room just to exist in the building. So they didn't live anywhere else.
Yeah.
And so that
And they
was a big
wouldn't, like,
problem.
buy stuff either.
Yeah, so they didn't have... So, like, basically, they just didn't have money, and they didn't have management, so they didn't do anything. They didn't run tournaments. They barely set up the front of the store for people to actually go in and hang out.
Yeah, and they were only open maybe once a month.
Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah. it was
And then it disappeared eventually because nobody freaking went there.
Because nobody could go there.
Yeah.
What do you mean nobody went there?
Well, nobody went there. It counts. Nobody did. Nobody could. But yeah, so anyways, it was just so sad.
Yeah.
And then we didn't have a card shop for like, I don't even know, like 5 years.
Something like that.
And then this one popped up. And then honestly, this one's been around for how many years? Like 3, 4?
Something like that. It's been around for long enough.
Yeah, but it's actually managed, and it's I mean that's been the biggest part. It's managed. It's in a decently sized building to accommodate stuff.
Yeah.
And I think it actually does do tournaments.
They do. Yeah, they do tournaments every Friday. And they're sanctioned tournaments by Wizards of the Coast.
Yeah. So they're like a fully functional card shop.
Yep.
So I'm wondering if they ever will, or why that they're moving, and also if this is like the sign of their downfall.
Right. It might be because, like, it's just cheaper, and that's literally the only reason, and there's no like downside to it or anything, right? Other than like the slightly smaller space, I guess. But like, it'd be nice if it was like that.
Yeah, no, that they're fine. They're just
that they're fine, and they're just like, okay, we need to move because like we want more money.
Yeah, we want to earn more money, spend less on a building.
Yeah,
but that's the thing is honestly, the popularity that they have is because they have a monopoly over all Magic stuff in town.
currently, yeah, and I think they buy most of the shit that comes into like Walmart and stuff because there's rarely ever any Magic stuff in Walmart ever. And I know because I look a lot of the time. There's Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And all the fucking shitty basketball and trading cards and stuff. Yeah. But there's never any Magic stuff. Except for the few times. Like, that's where I got this box down here, and that's just full of cards. And it just had a bunch of boosters in it.
Yeah, so anyways, they have a monopoly. So honestly, if I were them, I would have just found somewhere that wasn't on Main Street to go. And I get that Main Street's like the main street and whatever.
Well, and there might not be any good buildings elsewhere. Is the main thing. Like, I don't think centralized location is what they care about. I think it's like there's literally just nowhere better right now.
Maybe, but literally, if they could find anything, because I know Main Street charges up the wall fucking zoo.
That's because and they're in like historic Main Street too.
Yeah.
If they were further up past like Goodwill, I think they'd be fine. But they're not because they can't be. Oh, there was a card shop for a little bit. Do you know where, like, Mother Nature was or whatever?
No.
It's like it was like a completely organic shop or something like that, and it was across the street from Goodwill and just up a little bit.
Oh, you mean that one? Was that a card shop? I thought that was just a game store, like a Hastings kind of place.
Maybe it was just a game store.
I think it was. Because they like bought everything from Hastings, and then they opened up there, but then they originally opened up in that red building that's like in a weird spot. It's like off the side of the highway, but it's kind of by Conoco.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they opened up that one first, and then they were planning on opening that one, the one over by Goodwill, as like
in tandem.
Yeah, but
as like an outlet or whatever.
More like a computer place where you go there and you go play games and shit. Cool. Basically, like what the card shop now has.
Maybe it's the same business as the card shop now.
No, it's not.
I don't know.
But anyways,
it'd be cool.
It would be cool. But like that would have been cool. But then what ended up happening is they did end up buying, or not. They ended up just moving from the red building into the white one.
Right. Because
they couldn't afford, I guess, to do the whole setup they were planning to do. But they went with the game store, and I think that was the mistake. Was they went with that instead of just trying to like marketplace or like eBay sell all their shit and get the computers and stuff to open up the computer place, because I think the computer place would have brought in more money.
Yeah.
Because the only things that they were selling were cheap or like shitty old games like,
that nobody wanted.
Yeah, like the crap that nobody wants, and then maybe some like game consoles that were also like they didn't get new consoles.
Right.
They weren't like Hastings where they actually would buy brand new PS4s and shit. They didn't have that. They had only like old 360s or Wii's or stuff like that. And it's like it's cool, but there's not a lot of money to come in. But then again, I think of poor management was another problem, because it seemed like they only had, I want to say only like a woman and like her like son, and I would assume that there was a third party, either husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever.
Yeah.
That was like at work all the time in order to support this, and they were doing that. But so like the wife and the son that weren't working, obviously, and the son was in high school, so obviously he wasn't working. But
or at least all the time.
Yeah, but he wasn't able to go to the freaking store and manage it. But so I think she wasn't doing that, and because of that, they failed because they weren't open consistently,
Right.
and
Which
is
is
always
a big
problem.
thing.
Yeah, which is always a problem because when you're like, we're open from this time to this time, and then you aren't,
Sorry.
and then when you aren't, it kind of makes it a little difficult.
Right. Even if you are and it's just poorly managed or whatever, that's a problem too.
Yeah, but so anyways, I think that they should have gone with the computer place,
Right.
and yeah, it would have been better, been a lot better, but obviously a little more expensive. But I think one of the biggest mistakes was trying to make another Hastings, and then only using old Hastings stock.
Right.
Which is the problem, because it was like, that was all the shit nobody wanted, and like, Hastings died for a reason, and you know, shit like that.
I think there's like one Hastings left, but it's like privately operated.
Yeah, it would have to be. I think the overall company itself died.
Yeah.
But anyways, so that's funny. Also, it's 31 minutes.
I know.
So find a good spot to squat, Braden. The popper squat. Poppy a squatty. Do 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 do.
Or to see if there's anything up here. Towards this direction, I guess. That I can go do. I probably can get up there if I really wanted to as well.
Yeah. Also, where did you get that deck? The token deck?
The card shop.
You got it? They probably don't have it anymore. Huh?
No, I think they do. They did last night.
Oh, right, you bought it last night.
Yeah, I bought it last night.
Okay, I'm all like, duh. Alright, well, if you enjoyed the video, consider liking and subscribing.
Definitely go check out our other channel.
Until next time, peace out.
Bye-bye.